Welcome to BAF Draft. This is episode 19, and this is Gary Wilkinson, and with me, as always, is
Matt Zerby.
And joining us again for the second time is Mr. Steven Rader.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey, guess what? I just opened this brand new box of Shadows over Innistrad.
Okay.
And when are y'all going to pick a pack for pack one, pick one?
You said we're going to crack the whole box?
No, we're not going to crack the whole box.
Pack one, pick one today?
Flip it or rip the whole
box. It's going to be a 20-hour podcast talking
20
about... Oh, the sound.
Oh, that sound.
But
Yeah,
there's a
nice
Jace
sound.
right there.
Of course we're grabbing the Jace.
Oh, okay.
Of course we're grabbing the Jace. I just like the sound.
Because the Jace packs have the Nahiris in them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or whatever pack Zach opens.
Yeah.
No, his was Avacyn's.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ooh, it has Jace's Scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first card. It's a 1 and a blue. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn, and you investigate. It's an instant speed. Bad combat trick.
My opinion hasn't changed. I think you need combat tricks, and that's just a bad
It's a
one.
fun combat trick.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that. Now, when it's good, it's great, and when it's bad, it's still decent. That's what more can you ask for?
All right, here's a 2 and a white. This is Cather's Companion. It's a hound. It's a creature. It's a 3/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets indestructible until end of turn. It's not all that great.
I don't really have anything to say about it.
There are too many tokens.
Yeah.
There are too many 1/1s.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
trades down all the time. If it was 2, maybe.
I played this, I think, Saturday in the sealed, and it was just like one of my worst creatures. So
I really haven't seen anybody have success with it.
Now, in sealed, I would want the card because it has a higher chance to trade up.
Yeah.
And if you have Griff Spoon,
Yeah. Okay, next one. Stitched Mangler. This is 2 and a blue. It's a zombie horror. When it enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its next untap phase. It's a 2/3. I like this card. It's a cool little tempo, tempo control card. So
I think people overvalue the fact that it has the word zombie, and so they automatically think, oh, well, I'm not playing zombies, so I'm not going to play this card. And what they don't realize is that it's so okay. If you have a creature, you have a 3-drop, and I play that. I tap down your 3-drop, and then my 2/3 enters the battlefield tapped. Well, now on my next turn, your 3-drop still tapped. My 2/3 can get in for damage.
Yeah.
Now the race is turned around in my favor. So let's say you even had a faster creature. Now I'm the one leading the race, not you.
Yeah.
But I think too many people look at the zombie text on it and say, oh, well, I can't put this in my deck.
yeah, no, it's good with whether you're playing zombies or not.
Yeah.
So that's our first right now.
Have you gotten to play with it, Raider?
Yeah, I love the card. I love being able to just come in, play this creature, and tap your creature.
Yeah.
I know people devalue it because it comes in tapped. Devalue it a little bit because it comes in tapped.
But
I see it always passing around, though. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
just like,
it's
here,
almost-
let me just go ahead and take this because I love this card.
Its effects almost counter the fact that it comes in tapped.
Yeah.
Sure, it comes in tapped, and it means it can't block, but since you're tapping down their attacker, like, what
It's
does it
got
matter?
haste. I mean, it's got summoning sickness anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
All right, next one is going to be Ethereal Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 and a white. It's sorcery speed. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. If it was an instant, it'd be a pretty cool combat trick. It is a sorcery, so you're going to see it coming a mile away. You're telegraphing your combat trick, so...
I don't want it.
Yeah, me either. If it was instant speed, it would be different.
No, I still wouldn't want it.
So
I tried it in my white deck. It was never something I really played.
It
just sat in my hand.
That +1/+1 lifelink and untap is so much better.
Okay.
And it costs 1 more, but it's still just so much better.
Alright, Hulking Devil. This is 3 and a red, and it's a 5/2. Just plain and simple, it's a creature. You're gonna get... I think you're gonna get good trades with this. It is a 2, so it is pretty easy to kill, but you can kill big stuff.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still picking that over that, yes.
Well, I mean, you'll get trades with it, and your 4-drop is going to lose to their 2-drops.
Yeah.
Or their accidental zombies, or their 1-drop.
Yeah.
It'll trade down every time.
A Keswick Dire Swine, 4 and green. It is a boar horror. It has delirium. When it has delirium, it has trample. That's Delirium, of course, is if you have 4 more different types of card types in your graveyard. It is a 6/6. If I was already going into green, or needed something big, and then I've used this card pretty successfully every time, but it's like never a first pick.
Yeah, it's a finisher.
Yeah.
Bomb.
No, well, okay, so I wouldn't put it in the bomb category, right? If it was bomb, that would make it first pickable.
Yeah.
It's more like a win condition in a deck, like because your deck needs 1 or 2 win conditions, especially in the long controlling matches. Mm-hmm. So in those type of decks, it's just a win condition. It's not a bomb win condition.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really have any relevant text on it, other than the fact that it's a 6-cost 6/6.
Okay, next one is Deadweight. That's the 1 black enchantment. Enchant creature gets -2, -2. That'll now be my first pick.
It's fun to annoy your opponent with, but I played it, not really.
You can kill that 5/2 with it.
But I wouldn't have that 5/2 in my deck.
Hi-oh! Yeah, I mean, right now, if you look at bread, it's bombs removal, and that hits the removal. That is premium removal at a cheap.
So the R in our bread. But you wouldn't pick it over this?
No, I'd still take the Stitch Mangler.
Okay. Why?
Just because I like the control aspect from being
Okay.
able to tap down
Okay.
opponent's creature.
And Stitch Mangler does live past Deadweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's about all it does, and it's useless after that.
Can chump block.
Yeah, true. Ember Eye Wolf. This is 1 in a red. It has haste. It's a wolf. If you pay 1 in a red, as many times as you want, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn, and it's a 1/2 already. I like this card for a creature. I'm probably not first picking it.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
All right. Equestrian Skill, 3 and a green. It's an enchantment, an aura, enchanted creature gets +3/+3. As long as enchanted creature is human, it has trample. I'm not a big fan of enchantments to start with like that, like creature or auras, but I haven't used it, so I don't know. I've seen it passed around a lot. I haven't seen it used at all either. I can't remember.
If I'm in humans,
Yeah.
and like let's say I'm white.
But this is pack 1, pick 1, so you're not into anything.
I understand.
Yeah.
But if I'm in white and I'm humans,
Mhm.
I will splash green to play that card.
Aye.
Right? If I'm in green and I have a lot of humans, I will play that card. Because
Yeah.
if you don't have humans, the card's unplayable. If you have humans, the card's
It's
phenomenal.
Yeah, if you're running that, it's really good. Okay, next one. This is our first uncommon, I believe. Dance with the Devils is 3 and a red instant. Put 2/1/1 red devil creature tokens on a battlefield. They have, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. I don't really even remember this card, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen it go around in packs or haven't noticed it. If I was doing mono red, I guess this is pretty good, but I haven't seen it used. I mean, you are getting 2/1/1s, and when they die, you're doing 2 damage to a creature or player.
So, Red, did you notice that missing keyword that he sort of glossed over there?
What?
That instant speed ability?
Yeah.
It is instant.
That's
Yeah.
4 power. Or 4 damage of stuff you get at
true.
instant speed.
Yeah.
Use chump blockers. And
Dude, you can chump block. You can chump block a 4/4 and kill it.
Okay, that's a perfect thing to bring up because you cannot chump, or if your opponent is smart, you can't chump block a 4/4 and kill it. All right, so here's what happens, right? So you're being attacked by a 4/4.
Oh, he puts
right?
all 4 on one.
If he puts all 4 damage onto one of the creatures, it'll kill one of the devils.
The other one
other
survives.
devil will survive. The devil that dies will hit it for a point of damage, or hit something for a point of damage.
Yeah.
And then the creature will live, having only taken 3.
Gotcha.
Or
That's
3
a good
damage.
point. Good point. But you can't kill 2/2s. 3 2s and.
So Dance of the Devils fits the most fun deck I've played in SOI.
Yeah.
And that was a zombie meet red stuff.
Yeah.
And basically it was just all instants and sorceries with a few of the Stitch Manglers. And the deck was so goofy and it was a lot of fun to play.
I played you on that deck, did I not?
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
It was goofy. It was a lot of fun. It was the most fun deck I've played so far in this.
So this is your first pick then right now.
No, it's
No?
still not good enough that I'm gonna go into the. I'm not gonna go into the deck with that card. But if I was in that deck, I'd want that card. I want
Gotcha.
every copy I could get of that card.
What about you, Steven?
I'm still going with the Stitch Mangler.
Really? Okay.
Over, yeah. But
I'm going with Deadweight still. But...
I think Stitch Mangler fits more strategies. Deadweight's a better card, but I think, like I said, Stitch Mangler still lets you go blue-green, which is still one of the most powerful decks you can go.
Okay. Next uncommon, Cult of the Waxy Moon. It's a 4 and a green. It's a human shaman, and whenever a permanent you control transforms into a non-human creature, put a 2/2 wolf creature token onto the battlefield. This is really good for werewolves. If you're doing werewolves, because you're gonna have stuff transform. And the cool thing is stuff can transform back, transform again, and it'll still trigger it a second time.
It's good for some werewolves or vampires too.
Yep, because vampires flip over as well. Ooh, this is tough because
hard pass.
It's really hard pass on it. If it came back around, we're talking pack one, pick one. So, boom. All right, next one, Reckless Scholar. This is 2 and a blue creature, human wizard. It's a 2/1. If you tap it, it has a tap target creature. Target player draws a card, then discards a card.
Pack one, pick one.
That's pack one, pick one.
That's pack one, pick one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a madness enabler.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
We got that. It goes through cycles through your deck. Bingo. We want that.
Mm-hmm.
It's in blue. Bingo. We want that.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm still picking Deadweight
That's fine.
because it's just too.
See, I like running blue-red. That's been my favorite too.
I mean, yes, I get it's
for
a
this-
madness. It'll be a target of a removal spell, no matter how big or small the removal spell is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean that's a good thing for that card.
Right.
Because
You don't want that thing to die. It's
just-
going through your deck, getting the best card possible.
well, I know that. That's what I'm saying. I want to kill it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, but you can't kill it in combat.
No.
And it enables the best strategy, which is... Oh, no, it enables every strategy of SOI. It enables Delirium. It enables Madness. Everything you want to do, it enables.
Okay.
And it fits perfectly in the blue-red. It fits in the blue-green. Blue-green being one of the best.
Yeah.
It fits in a clue strategy. It fits in a strategy that doesn't have clues. You draw more cards and discard more cards. It is everything you want in a single package.
All right, next one. So that's your pick. What about you? Is that your first pack one?
That'd be the first one now.
Okay. Next one's Deathcap Cultivator. This is our rare. It's 1 and a green. It's a human druid. You can tap it and add a green or a black to your mana pool. It also has Delirium. If it has Delirium, it has Death Touch. It's a 2/1. I'm not even interested. It's a $6. Well, it's not even a $6 card. It's the other one. The value really doesn't mean anything. It's not. Nah, I'm not a fan. So
If it comes back around again,
yeah.
maybe
All right,
fix.
here we go. Here's our flip card. I think it's our first flip card and only flip card. A Cursed Witch, 3 and a black. Human Shaman, it's a 4/2. Spells your opponent's cast that target this card cost 1 less to cast. When it dies, return it to the battlefield, flipped over and transformed. And it has Enchant Player. So when it flips over, you're enchanting the player. Let me see how it's worded. Yeah, under your opponent's control. So Enchant Player. What?
Have you never seen the card
Yeah,
before?
I know.
First time
I've never used it. Never had it used on me or nothing.
Really?
No, I've just seen it on Puka Trade. Just traded on Puka Trade. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep going, but that is the most...
Oh no, I'm
powerful
pretty
card.
sure this
Yeah,
is
that's
pack one, pick
definitely
one.
Yeah.
pack one, pick one.
Enchant Player
So fun.
spells
card is
you
so
cast that
ridiculous.
target enchanted player costs 1 less. So now everything you do on them costs 1 less. At the beginning of each enchanted player's upkeep, that player loses 1 life. Yeah, definitely pack one, pick one.
It's a 4/2 that
It's so easy to kill. It wants to be killed.
Well, it's a 4/2 that your opponent has to kill. Well, let me clarify. It's a
Not has
4/2 that your opponent has to deal with because it hits for so hard. And when they
Yes.
kill, then it's a 1 point life swing or 2 point life swing every single turn of the
man.
upkeep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That is so fun.
They're
card
taking
is
4. Am I going to
ridiculous.
take
It's like-
1 damage and maybe deal with it in another way? Or am I going to take 4 to the face or have trade off creatures every time? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, you can chump block it with 1/1s, but I mean, the fact that it's still hitting you for 4 power every
Yeah.
single turn.
It's just still there. You can't.
Yeah.
You don't want to get
You've
rid of
never
it. and
actually
you
played
don't.
it.
No, I've never played against
Lunchbox
it.
in his one where he won the SOI, the whole thing.
Yeah.
He had 2 of them main deck.
Oh, my
wow.
god.
Like, the card is so ridiculous. It's up there. I mean, you take that over most rares.
Okay.
Rares and probably most mythics. It's just that powerful.
Y'all want to do another one?
Oh, he just. Oh, no. I mean,
Oh, no.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
just-
whoa.
he's just like-
you
No,
pick.
he just needs your pick to pack. All
No,
right.
he's
no,
already touched it now.
Yeah, you already
Oh, I've
touched
already
it.
You already
contaminated
touched
it?
it. No,
Okay,
you
here we
Now
go.
pack one, pick one.
Yeah.
Juice is all over it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on.
And you're dead weight.
Foil Nahiri. First one, Militant Inquisitor, 2 and a white.
So, okay, now question for you: Is this our pack 2, our pack 1 we picked the Cursed Witch, so now we're finding the follow-up to Cursed Witch.
But then there's going to be the one pack 1 pick one that's in here.
Oh, I mean, let's do this as pack 2, and then we'll just take off a random card.
Okay,
No, the first one. Just take off the first card.
Just take off the first card?
Yeah, who cares about that?
Okay, so Ghostly Wings. So now we're trying to build something that we already picked a Cursed Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostly Wings. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has flying. Discard a card, return this enchantment to owner's hand. Oh, that's pretty nasty.
That is nasty.
It's really good if you're in an aggressive deck that has use of madness, and you don't mind the card disadvantage.
Yeah.
You're going to spend the mana to put it on their creature.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to discard a card to get the madness trigger, and then you're going to return that creature to their hand. You're going to lose the enchantment, right? That's the prime. I guess that's the secondary way that it's played, but primarily the way it's played with madness.
Yeah.
So you need to have madness cards that are so powerful that you can go and just lose the card.
Not a fan. But, I mean, it's the first one in the pack.
And in a pinch, it gives your guy flying. And then +1/+1.
The next one's Inspiring Captain 3 in a white. It's a 3/3 human knight. When it enters a battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. It's a human, and that would work great in a human deck. Of course, that's a human, but we're trying to get it killed, so.
I'm gonna take the Inspiring Captain.
Well, yeah, over that, yeah.
No, I'm taking the Inspiring Captain with the Witch.
Okay, with the Witch.
Yeah, because the white black grinding human deck needs a Cursed Witch.
Okay.
Once you sever up.
Okay, Hound of Farbog, 4 and a black. It is a zombie hound, a 5/3. It has Delirium. It has Menace. It has Delirium. So.
You know what line of text is missing is playable.
It doesn't say playable.
It does not have playable written on its text at all.
All right, next one. This is another Aura Senseless Rage, 1 and a red. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, has a madness of 1 and a red. I've used it before in black-white madness deck or black-red madness decks because of the instance ability of it. You know what I mean? In combat, it's like a permanent combat trick. So, but in the where we're going, obviously, this is not going to be a pick, and for me, anyways.
Yeah, we have no madness enablers.
Yeah. Oh, Explosive Apparatus. This is the really desperate. It's a 1-cost enchantment, and if you pay 3 and tap it and sack it, you can do 2 damage to target creature or player. I'm not a big fan of this. It's like a really kind of slow. I mean, I know. Yeah, I'm not. There's other cards I can fill in that'll be better than this.
It's great if you need Delirium. It's great if you need it's good. You can bring it in against werewolves.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that is a 1-cost spell, and you play that, and then another cheap spell, and then
true.
The werewolves.
But we're still going with this. Uncaged Fury, 2 and a red. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until the end of turn. This is one of my favorite combat tricks, by the way. Especially, you get the little evasion guy, pump him up, throw that in there. I've done it before. It works really well. You know, you do it after somebody decides not to block, you know. I'm not picking it first,
it's
but
missing that word trample. It's printed like that other, the Tamir Battle Rage or whatever, Battle Fury. You remember what the card was called? It was the one from the last set, or 2 sets ago. And then it gave a creature double strike, and if you had 4 more power, I think it was 4 more power or something like that, it gave it a trample as well. That card was just disgusting.
The next one is a 2 and a green. This is Byway Courier, a human scout. It's a 3/2. When it dies, you investigate. If we weren't picking other stuff already, that would be my first pick. I love this card because you can trade good for it and get something out of it when it dies.
I think it's an upgrade from the other 4-drop. Having a Byway Courier into Cursed Witch, I think, is a better synergy. And I think green...
So you're going to pick this over this for that?
Wow.
What?
Wow, this over this for that.
Okay. I am
picking Byway Courier over the Captain to go with a Cursed Witch.
That's true, because you can go... Pretty much with this, you can go... There are humans in green solid, and there are humans white solid.
Well, I think you can ignore
and the colors
the word
go
humans.
Together well. So.
In green black, you can ignore the word humans. You don't need them to be humans. Green black just has so much value, and their cards are just so worthwhile that I think the fact that they're humans is sort of like an accident. Like, oops, they're also humans. I'd rather just go for solid value. And the fact that it's a 3/1 that your opponent has to kill gives you a clue, lets you go later in the game. Cursed Witch wants the game to go later because the later you go in the game,
the more damage you're getting done to him without having to be aggro, full aggro, taking crazy chances in battle every time.
But this, I think, comes down to a color preference too.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think that the captain, the byway courier, and I think that the white or the blue one we drew at the beginning, the whatever it is,
the flying thing, ghostly.
Yeah,
whatever.
Ghostly Wings. I think all three of these are comparable cards, but depending on your playstyle.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, just imagine the turn of turn 4 play a Cursed Witch, turn 5 put on the wings on Cursed Witch. Now your Cursed Witch is hitting for 5 flying. That will run away with a game. It'll absolutely just take over a game single-handedly.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think?
It just depends. If you run a black green, go with
I love this
Byway
card. I
Courier.
love Byway Courier.
But he's only one,
card.
so I mean, you hit me for 3, I'll just block with a 2/2, and
That's cool. It's okay if you
and
dies.
it'll die, and you
And if your guy
you get a
dies,
clue.
that's cool.
I mean,
That's big time.
But I still like Inspiring Captain.
Okay.
Where all my humans get 1/1, and it can start building around.
Just
a hero.
for that one
And
time.
it's all your creatures, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that
all
your creatures?
all creatures get 1/1/1.
Yeah.
But and what I'm saying is, I don't think there's a wrong choice here. I think those 3 cards are on power level with each other, and it comes down to your personal playstyle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Grotesque Mutation. This is an instant speed 1 and a black. You talked a lot about this in your SOI article. This target creature gets +3/+1 and gains lifelink until the end of turn. Matter of fact, when we played Sealed Saturday, you used this on me a couple of times and really screwed me over with it.
I think it's probably
It's a phenomenal
the best combat
trick. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's so annoying.
I'm not gonna pick it here, even though it keeps me on black. I'm not gonna pick it here.
If it wheeled back around, you would, right?
I think you want at least 1, maybe 2 in your deck. I think if you have 2 in your deck, I don't think you're going to be sad about it. 3 is unplayable. You can't get 3.
It's too much.
It's too many, and it doesn't do enough.
Gotcha.
It's like, oops, I just killed your 4/4, and I gained 7 life.
Yeah, but you haven't really gotten anywhere, because most of the time, if your 2/2 is going to trade for their 4/4, it's literally just a trade.
Yeah, you want to get that damage into all that extra. Yeah, you're gaining a life, but that extra damage is not being assigned to the player, which
the creature isn't surviving, and that's the thing, is you're not maintaining board state.
Yeah.
If you're playing 1 card and trading for another card, okay, but if you're played 2 cards and trade for their 1 card, you're just 2 for 1 yourself.
But hypothetically speaking, like if we have what was the captain's name? Though it gives +1/+1, and then it comes back around again, and you get that card.
Yes.
Then-
Now
yeah,
I would.
Then
agree
now
with that.
then
Now we
you
grab
take
that
that.
captain. Yeah. Open to armories next. This is our first uncommon. It's 1 and a white. Search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. It's sorcery speed. Not a fan.
I want to have already had 1 or 2 auras.
Yeah.
And
That were
sorry,
like-
Let me clarify. I need 1 or 2 pieces of equipment and 1 or 2 auras. A combination of 3, I'll be willing to play.
To make it worth it, yeah.
Because every aura that you have in your deck, every equipment that you have in your deck, it's another copy of it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're running 2. So if you have a really good one like that,
So if you're pulling Always Watching.
yeah.
Even if I get Always Watching.
What now?
No, it has to be an aura.
Or
Not-
equipment.
not
It
enchantment,
can't be.
it has to aura.
Or equipment, he said.
Aura, an aura,
Oh.
not an enchantment. It has to be an aura.
Yeah, an aura
Oh.
enchantment. Like, it has to be enchant
Oh,
creature.
okay.
Yeah.
What's the moon silver one? The enchant, the green, the blue
Oh,
one,
the
or
one that gives
word.
plus
the
3,
white
plus
one.
3?
No, the white one that says target creature can't attack, block, or transform.
Oh.
Then you can sacrifice permanent and then move it to
But
something
yeah,
else.
like you said, it's a double of anything in there, so you're going and get whatever you need. So.
If I had one of those, I would strongly look at
Yeah,
open.
but we don't have any of those yet,
Yeah.
so that's.
Maybe later.
All right, next one, Tooth Collector, 2 and a black. This is a very wordy one. So this is a human rogue. When it enters the battlefield, a target creature and opponent gets controls gets -1 until the end of turn. If you have Delirium, it happens at the beginning of opponent's upkeep, and it's a 3/2.
yeah, that's
It's a
the
sick
pick.
card. Yeah,
That's
it's a
the
sick
pick.
card, and it's a human.
Well, it's keeping you on black. That's the most important part.
Yeah. No,
Oh
it's
my
so.
God, that is so-
I hate this card. So I hate playing against the card. Let's put it that way. Next one, Crawling Sensation, 2 and green. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. When 1 or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere for the first time each turn, put a 1/1 green insect token creature onto the battlefield. This is great if you're doing Delirium stuff. If starting out, I don't know. I'm not picking it. So obviously I'm picking that over this. But.
So let's take a second
Uh-huh.
and reread the card again.
Okay.
Reread it with the mindset of it is a deck archetype.
Yeah.
So
this is giving you... Well, no, this is giving you a delirium type setup.
No.
No, you're not seeing that?
No, it's not. It's not. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, it is so powerful of an effect.
Mm-hmm.
It is an archetype.
Oh.
The crawling sensation deck
kind of like
is
that,
its own
that with
archetype.
Gritog or Gertog combined. These two are like buddies.
No. I'm saying you don't even need the Get Rug monster.
Yeah.
You could literally run a crawling sensation deck. Like when people talk about, oh, what did you draft? Oh, I drafted blue green. Oh, what did you draft? Oh, I drafted a Vampire Madness. Oh, what did you? Yeah, what did you draft? Oh, I drafted I drafted zombies. People will say, oh, I drafted a crawling sensation deck. It is a deck. It's not. I don't think it's more powerful than the combination of
I don't think
Witch.
it's... Yeah, because it's only you're getting one creature at the most each turn out of that.
Because it only triggers the first time.
The first time it goes in.
I understand, but what I'm saying to you is that in SOI there is a whole deck archetype that wants that needs that card to function.
Yeah.
So if it was pack one pick one, that is going to be the pack one pick one because the deck needs it to make a deck around it. You run that and Epitaph Golem, and you basically mill yourself, and then you Epitaph Golem to get the one card you want back. And every turn you were literally drawing exactly the card you want. With Crawling Cessation and Epitaph Golem, the combination. It's so powerful, it is a synergy. It's just not more powerful than the two cards we already have.
Gotcha. All right, here's our rare. Declaration in Stone. 1 and a white. Exile target... It's sorcery speed. Exile target creature and all other creatures its controller controls with the same name as that creature. That player investigates for each non-token creature exiled this way. This is like very good anti-token deck. Anti-token card.
It's anti-everything deck.
Yeah, it is anti-everything. Well, it's... Okay, in draft, you're not seeing a lot of multiples of the same card.
I'm sorry. Let's change the wording on the card. You ready?
Okay.
You pay 1 and a white,
and
you exile
any creature
you want.
Yeah.
And you also give them a token.
All right.
And investigate. Like that's the way
true.
you need to read it.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
You're paying 1 and a white to Doomblade something.
You get rid of Abbey Vale that flipped.
I mean, you could say rare, but
yeah.
You look at it gets rid of a Cursed Witch.
Yeah, that's true. Exiles it, so.
And they don't get to flip it.
Yeah, I am picking this first.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. And it's $11 on Puka Trades. Alright, so here's the next one. Here's our flip card. Uninvited Geist. 2 and a blue. Creature spirit. It has Skulk. So creatures... this creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power than it. When it deals combat damage to a player, transform it. It's already a 2/2. When it transforms, it can't be blocked and it's a 3/3.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't flip back. If it wasn't for that, this would be a nice little pick. But I've tried using it before. It's actually really easy to block this thing. There are a lot of creatures.
Oh, yeah.
The Skulk doesn't get through as much as you would think. I mean, when we first started out doing SOI, I used that several times and just wasn't happy with it.
With 1s and 2s.
It's funny with Chase's Scrutiny.
Yeah,
you get it -4, so it's only -2, and then you can swing, and then it can hit. Now, does it transform when it hits? Does damage or?
It transforms when it deals damage to a player.
Oh, okay, so that doesn't work.
You have to get it into the You
have to get it into the red, and it has to be able to hit. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you a question. Going back to the Declaration of Stone, because it's obviously the most powerful card there. I mean, no disagreements.
Yeah. That's
okay. Would you play the card if your opponent had 3 of the same 3-drops? So you're going to exile one of their creatures, and you're going to give them 3 investigate tokens. Or you're going to wait for an oddball creature. Let's say they had those...
It depends on what it is.
Let's say they had... what's the one we took off the top? That card up there. The one we took off the top. Yeah.
Oh, this?
Yeah, let's read that card real fast.
Oh, if those were on the board, you have
it's the
3
Militant
2/3s.
Inquisitor. It's the 2/3 that if they control an enchantment, or they control a piece of equipment, it gets +1/+0. So it's a 3/3 for 3 basically at its best. Right? If your opponent has 3 of those out, do you Declaration in Stone?
It depends. What am I playing? What deck am I playing?
Just that's.
I don't know, man. That's hard because you're giving them 3. You just gave them 3 free draw little packets that they only got to pay 2 each. And
Let me
that's the thing
explain
that
to you
concerns.
how powerful that card is and how sad your opponent looks when you exile 3 of their creatures that they spent real mana on to give them potentially 2 land and something else that's probably not very good.
Because then you know they took artifacts, they give it +1/+1 and vigilance, and,
Yeah.
and now all the deck is just like
Declaration of Stone, even at its worst, is so powerful. It's ridiculous. The card is beyond bonkers.
Perfect removal.
It's perfect in this format removal.
Gotcha.
There's not much stuff there's nothing that gives hexproof
There's one. I saw it the other night.
that gives a creature hexproof.
Oh, never mind.
No,
I saw it
just
when we were
has
playing.
hexproof.
No, when we were playing. What were we playing? No, there was something that flipped and it had hexproof when it was flipped.
Sigarda gives humans hexproof. But it itself doesn't have hexproof.
No, there's one card because I played on Rob's SOI deck. It's a vampire. When you discard a card and it flips, and then it's hexproof.
Yeah, you're talking
The
about
unblockable guy. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, but he's not on his face side. He's not hexproof.
I know, but all they got to do is flip the thing, and then
If they have a mana open.
Yeah,
Remember,
true,
they
true.
have one
Well,
turn.
yeah,
So on
and-
turn 4 they play that. On your turn 5, you Declaration of Stone, play a 3-drop. Oh, that's the game I want to play, and that's the side I want to be on.
Okay, so let's talk about all of last week's games. So let's go with, I guess Thursday night would have been the last one since the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would have been the SOI League. How did that go?
The SOI actual league, we just met up and played some casual.
Okay.
Yeah, we just the SOI.
We're not really calling it SOI League anymore. We're just calling it Casual Night.
We're calling it
No,
SOI.
SOI? Okay.
Because the idea is to bring your SOI deck.
Gotcha.
But you can bring literally whatever you want and people play whatever people have. I don't remember because I left with Flowers early on. But did you guys play Commander at the last SOI league?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
It would have been last Thursday.
It's been the last Thursday. I think we ended up playing.
I think you guys played. No, you played a 2-headed giant game, and then the question arose.
Oh yeah, because we were running the double mill. Yeah, we were running double mill.
Yeah,
okay,
there's a double mill strategy that came up. So a question was can we take a detour and talk about milling real fast?
Yeah.
So the question was asked, what happens with milling? So Raider, I'm gonna let you, if you can remember the story how it went, because I wasn't physically there.
Well, what happened was so it was my turn and I had Manic Scribe out there. So obviously you untap. And then, so I passed my turn, upkeep, he has to mill 6 cards. But the question arose, if you lose, do you lose the game if you can't mill the cards? Because he was going to trigger his
Beaver
fleeting
Visions?
memories.
Oh, okay.
Fleeting memories to mill me out of 6 cards. And then that's where the situation arose that, well, who mills first and loses. But...
Okay.
He didn't know that.
So it was like a mill off, basically.
Yeah, it was just mill off, and he assumed that you lose a game by milling, which isn't
You lose the game by not being able to draw a card.
Right. So you can be milled for 1,000, and you only have 2 cards left in your library, and you'll still be fine and then you don't lose until you have to go to draw.
Yeah, and that's why. And then we were telling him because he had to mill his 6 cards, there's nothing he could do about it.
Right.
And then he had to draw. So even if he milled my 6 cards, and we were trying to tell him that. And he didn't understand that, hey, it doesn't matter if you mill me first, you still have to draw and you lose the game.
Right, okay,
Correct.
I see. Yeah, so that came up, and that was actually good, that we got to talk about that, or that issue came up. So on the BAF draft the next day, they presented the case, and then we actually had some of the actual rule straight out of the actual comprehensive
That was what that
rule
conversation was about then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I remember seeing the conversation.
Yep, and so that was cool, and we had some...
It's a good learning experience.
Yeah. We had they did the 2-headed giant. Mm-hmm. So was that fun? Like, did you like the 2-headed giant, or was it like hit or miss, whatever?
It was fun when I running 2 mill decks, 2 differently built but effective mill decks.
But they were against each other, right?
But they were against each other. No, of course not. No, that would be just not fair.
Well, I mean, I think it's fun being fair.
But it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
I mean, you still gotta get through 60 cards. So yeah, that was SOI League, and then
Saturday.
Well, I think so. You say this, we're gonna get some new people tomorrow for SOI League.
Yes, as long as they go ahead and commit to what they're gonna do. There's a couple that works where I work. Well, the husband works where I work at. His wife works. They work for the same company, but basically they live here together, husband and wife. Mm-hmm. So he's already into cards. I'm already helping him out with Puka Trade. and they have starter decks that Drew had given me to give to them, so they have all that. He's been playing and kind of can play. Like, he picks it up pretty quick. We've only played like 3 or 4 games. It seems like he's got it down pretty well. And Lunchbox talked to him a little bit about it, and so we're going to give them a chance to bring those decks out and come out and play and kind of help them and watch them while they're doing it. Just and I told him it'd be a good idea to meet new people too and kind of meet the group, you know.
Okay. Cool. So that'd be fun. All right. So then we had, so we did Sealed on Saturday.
Free Sealed. That was the last of the free product.
Last of the free product. They wasted
we had
it
13 people show up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was it 13 people or 11?
It was 13 people.
13. Yeah. That was a big one.
We had two new individuals showed up, and they've actually been showing up for a while.
Yep.
We're gonna help them with when they go to their new place. We're gonna help them set up their own version of BAF Draft out there.
Oh, okay.
So
outing wherever they're going. I don't know. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
Yep. So if you're at the place where they're at, and you happen to listen to us, we're gonna help you guys get organized and set up.
Being all secret squirrel about it.
Yeah. So that was cool having some new players come out. They got to see the new mechanics with no prep time at all. They'd never seen these cards before, and they're building a sealed deck. They've never built a sealed deck before, and they're building sealed decks. So
And you went undefeated, right?
I didn't.
And you did not?
I did in fact go undefeated.
Yeah, and Drew did, but Drew got first.
I lost. My matches went undefeated, but I lost one game.
You lost one game to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did that make a difference on the draw? Yeah. I put it now. He had this, was it Gitrog?
Yeah, the Gitrog.
Okay, so he pulled that out on me. Did you pull that out the second game with me?
Uh-huh.
Because I had Abbeyvale flipped over. Westvale Abbey. I don't know why I call it Abbeyvale. Westvale Abbey. I had it flipped over. It was a pretty nasty game, that one. Yeah. And the first one, I think you got me pretty quick. The second one, or third one, geez, that Gitrog is stupid.
Yeah, the Gitrog is very powerful.
And then I got a bye, and I was like, dang it, I got a bye. And then on third round, you whooped my butt third round, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that was right.
Yeah, because we were
waiting. Oh, because we were playing beforehand.
We were waiting on everybody to finish up. Let's play. And then Drew's like, what if y'all play? Whatever. And then we played. I beat him in the pre, and we were grinding out. The other time, he just whooped my butt like so easy. So I got him back on Tuesday.
Well, but that's
he really got me back on Tuesday.
Basically, what you're saying is that you showed him all your strategies, and now he learned from those.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all fun, So
you shouldn't show people your strategies.
Well, who knew?
Or just let the first.
There were 13 people there. What were the odds that we would be?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Let the first standing stand. You're like, I guess we already played.
We were just joking around. We were joking around about it too.
Yep. And then Sunday, y'all had... Okay, so one thing that y'all did before y'all played Sunday, you announced this new points type system for like a league for Commander. And I guess the points like last that night. After that night, they kind of start all over again, right?
No. The points are going to continue on.
Oh, they will. Okay.
Yeah. And so what the points are going to... So the point of the points, if you know.
Okay.
Point of the points. The point of the points is that going forward, whoever has the lowest amount of points will go first, clockwise in ascending order on point scores.
Gotcha.
Right? So the person with the most points will go last in whatever game you play.
No kid left behind. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The curve, the lowest kid in the class. No, I'm just goofing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never when you went to school, basically you could get lower grades because the lowest guy sucked, so they averaged out. I don't know. That's a thing that some schools did. So.
I don't know. I'm Zerby, so I always went last.
Yeah, you were homeschooled.
I was Zerby, so I always went last. All right, so well, for our point system, we did kind of a little go overboard. We have
there was a very lengthy your stuff that you posted on it. It was confusing.
Well, it was confusing. Nobody was confused.
Okay.
Nobody who played was confused.
People were concerned.
You didn't show up, right, Gary?
Not this time. No.
not this
not
time.
ever either.
How come? Why didn't you show up last Sunday?
Commander.
No, I'm gonna get back into it when the new Commander set comes out. I'll be all back into it full blown. It happens every time.
I think you can puka trade the cards,
and then I'll puka them off. Yeah.
No, so what we had for what we have is one point for playing a 4-player game.
Yeah.
If it's 4 players. The idea is to incentivize 4-player games.
Yeah.
All right. We didn't.
Which is what it's designed for.
Right. We actually played 2 6-man games, so nobody got the free point.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then we have First place gets 4 points. Second place gets 3 points. Third place gets 2 points. Fourth place and lower get 1 point.
Okay.
So, the last man standing gets 4 points. Okay.
Yeah.
We did a point for if you get first blood. So if your creature deals combat damage to a player,
Yeah.
you get a point. First blood. It can be any creature. We actually had the one game we played, it was like turn 5 before somebody got first blood. And that's just because the guy didn't realize that first blood was a thing, and he had this unstoppable 1/1 death touch lifelink pinger.
He just didn't want to start the. He didn't want.
Oh, he started just pinging monsters.
He just pinged creatures. Every turn he was pinging a creature. It was bad.
And then I kept forgetting too. I had a little creature out there. I had the face down creature, and I kept forgetting.
He had first blood the first game, and I was like, "Oh, well, Raider's got the second game," and he's like, "Pass turn."
Yeah.
Like, all right, I know first blood.
And then it comes around again. I'm forgetting again.
So we did a point per player that you kill. Mm-hmm. There's a point for saving a player. So if I'm playing,
but you can only get that one time.
You can only get that one time per player.
Okay.
So if somebody's lethal attacking Raider and I untap
and you
one
fog
of their,
him.
Yeah, I fog of war, saving Raider's life, I can get 1 point. If I do it again later on, I can't get that point for Raider. But if they attack you and I fog and save you, I can get another point.
Wow, that really throws some politics into there.
It definitely does, right? But that's for points.
Yeah.
Right? But you also get a point for killing somebody. So you're equally incentivized.
I'm going to save you and kill you next turn. Thanks for the 2 points, buddy.
Yes. So yeah, you're equally incentivized to actually kill players, and you're equally incentivized to save players. You lose
Pure
a
chaos.
Point. Yeah, you lose a point if you kill somebody before turn 7.
Oh.
So if you combo out and you win the game right on turn 7, you will only gain 4 points for winning the game.
And you can lose for each person you kill.
You'll lose a point for every person that you kill before turn 7, and you'll gain a point for every person you kill. So it's a net wash, right? Is the idea. So it de-incentivizes aggro combo decks, like super fast combo decks.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
All right. You lose a point for every 11 creatures that enter every creature after the 10th creature that enters the battlefield under your control.
So token decks.
Not non-tokens.
Oh,
so non-tokens.
Non-tokens.
Right?
Okay.
So basically, if I bounce my creature and I do an effect infinite number of times, I'm gonna lose an infinite number of points.
Wow.
And it's cumulative.
Now, these are not points like this isn't a life total. These are
points.
No,
Pass on to the next game.
Yeah.
So if I have 21 creatures enter the battlefield, I lose 2 points. If I have 31 creatures enter the battlefield, I lose 3 points. So if I have the same creature exiled and come back and exile over and over again,
and it's past the 11, then you're gonna get points.
Yeah,
for that
I lose
time.
points. Now, if it's what's going to lead me to ending the game, hopefully I can do it less than 41 times, and I can end the game and not suffer, minus 4 points.
Yeah.
Okay. You lose a point if you draw more than 10 cards in a single turn.
Okay.
Now, it's not your turn; it could be anyone's turn. So if I draw 11 cards during Raider's turn, I lose a point.
If you draw it during your turn, and you lose. If you draw it during somebody else's turn,
Yeah,
every instance of that happening.
Yes. Yeah. Now, all these effects, if you're the last one is if you take more than 2 turns. So if you take your 3rd turn in a row without another player having taken a turn, you lose a point. All right, that's to de-incentivize also just taking infinite number of turns. All right, I mean, yeah, you can take infinite number of turns, but you'll lose so many points that whatever. We have you lose 10 points if you concede before the table as a whole has decided that the game is over and somebody has won. So if you're just being Johnny Miserable,
like me,
yeah, if you're just being Gary Miserable and I don't want to play anymore and I'm going to grump-tastic and walk away, you lose 10 points, right? So that de-incentivizes you from doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now those first 3 that we just talked about, or the minus points that we just talked about, are only if it's effects that you control do it.
Yeah.
Right? So, for example, if I make Raider draw 11 cards, he doesn't lose a point.
Yeah.
I don't lose a point either. Nothing happens. He just draws 11 cards.
Yeah.
Okay. If I make 21 creatures enter the battlefield under his control, right? I don't lose a point. He doesn't lose a point.
Okay.
Okay. So I think, I don't know. From what I saw, people seem to like it. But I'm going to turn to Raider as he was actually a participant in the event.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a different dimension of the game, and it keeps people on their toes. And allows people to just, and I know comments on BAF Draft were saying that it's adding competition to Commander. But
here's what I found interesting about that was and I would like to get Hinton on to get his side of it, because he was kind of like, well, I thought he was the top point guy.
Mm-hmm.
He did really good with it.
Yeah.
He blew everybody out of the water.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, one of the, well, not strong criticism. People had their doubts,
Well, his deck is not competitive, or not friendly, casual.
Yeah.
His deck is very competitive.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, him being the one that said it.
Yeah.
I do know that, in the last game we played, one of the players did win the game, right? But it was Drew that actually had the most points.
Mm-hmm.
So the other guy won with 5 points, but Drew ended the game with 6 points, coming in second place.
Okay.
So even though the other guy, won, he still didn't beat Drew's 6 points that he got. So it was kind of
Steven, how'd you do on points overall?
Wait, 4 was it?
Yeah.
Did I get 4?
And that's like your cumulative points overall?
Yeah.
For the whole
So
2
what-
games that we played.
Okay.
Because
So,
they keep going through no matter how many games you play. So next
Yeah.
Sunday we'll start from 4 and keep going up and up.
now you reset them every month or something? Or?
Well, we're not really sure what we're gonna do with it from this point on. It's just, we're not even sure if some of the stuff we're gonna keep, right?
Gotcha.
So a point per player you kill is a lot.
Yeah.
Being that there's also 4 points for getting first. So if you combo and kill everybody, that's 8 points you can get. Or that's 7 points you can get if you kill all other 4 players at the same time by turn 10, let's say.
Yeah.
Kill all other 4 players at the same time. Now we do cap it out. You can only get 10 points per game, 30 points per night. So if you play 3 games, if you play 4 games, you can only get 30 points for the whole night.
Gotcha.
And 10 points per game. And actually, Hidden would have gotten way more than 10 points.
Really?
But he was capped out at 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to. So that sounds fun. That may incentivize me to go out there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
At least try. I got to build a commander deck first. Okay, so then we had Tuesday. I was nervous that people weren't going to show up at all on Tuesday, because we've been doing these cubes. Some people are so used to the product draft and the free stuff, and work schedules. But we still had 6 people, and we had 6 people last Tuesday as well. So last Tuesday we had 6 people, but one of them had to leave out early, and the lights went out in the middle of the thing. So the power went out, so we had to leave the building.
New
So
dimension.
I was glad seeing 6 people. I'm comfortable with 6, 8. I would like perfect for pod. 6 to 10 is like my favorite little number. I'm not discouraging that there be more people coming up. It's just it seems more controlled then.
Right.
And we had 6 people, and we had the 3 guys. It was who was all there? It was us 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3 newer guys that have been showing up every time. And we did the non-power cubed draft.
Yep.
So that has it has the 1 set of mythic rares in it.
Yeah.
Is it you that pointed that out? I hate
Yeah.
this a mythic rare.
This mythic rare.
You just said there was no mythic rares.
It has the clan leaders from the original Khans
Yeah.
of Tarkir. Or one of each of the clan leaders.
Gotcha.
The tricolor clan leaders.
So, me and you didn't go blue at all, did we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and you went blue, right? You went blue-black?
I went blue-black and splashed in a little bit of white.
Yeah. And then I was looking at our scorecards. I didn't realize how close our first game was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I beat you. I was 1-0. I beat you with 1 life left in the first game, and the third game I beat you with 1 life left.
Right.
And then you beat me 20-0 in the second game.
Yeah.
They were down really close.
Yeah.
So I had a Gruul. Was it Gruul?
Yeah, you were
like
running
a red
Gruul
green.
colors.
You know, red green. I don't know what you call red green ramp. I guess. I mean, it's just my old. That's the way I always used to play all the time.
It was mid range. It was
Yeah.
just burn spells, creatures, and go.
And it worked really well. I mean, I had a hard time with you because you had a lot of aggro coming out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like big time, man. You were tough to deal with.
Yep.
So.
I was the not Sultai. I was the Slesny, the white green.
Yeah.
An aggro deck running a bunch of creatures and just soldiers and just little guys with big power.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of enchantment removal.
And then so I played you first round.
Mm-hmm.
You played who first round? Can't remember. You played the guy I played in second round, the redheaded kid, right?
No, the guy I played first was dark hair, black
Dark hair? Oh, okay, that's right, because he played Matt in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played the Air Force guy, the redheaded guy. The fellow redheaded guy, I guess it's and
No, he's got you beat for the red.
he did. Well, I used to look like that. Okay. I used to be legit ginger.
Now
So
it's like faux ginger.
yeah, I played him, and he had I don't remember what he had. He wasn't running a lot of creatures, so I think he messed up on that and was running real low creatures, so he's relatively easy to beat and control on that. He had a few oddball stuff. Like he had a lot of enchantment and artifact removal, and I had some key enchantment and artifacts that did things, and he really slowed me down on that. And he had this card I don't even remember where
Exile
it came
all
up.
creatures.
No, the 0/5. He did have that.
I don't know, that was so annoying.
Exile non-all enchantment creatures.
Yeah, he had a 0/5 and I didn't have a lot to kill a 0/5. You know what I mean? And it was a defender that would ping me for 1. Because when we played afterwards, that's how he killed me.
Mm-hmm.
He just slowly pinged me for 1, and just kind of held the board a little bit. But so I went 2-0 in that, and then I played Raider last round. And how long did that last? About 2 minutes?
Let's not talk about that. Let's move on from that.
And I thought I was nervous playing you because I saw you playing the other guy, and I was like, oh man, I'm having a hard time here. And I don't know if it was your mana mix or creatures or just the matchup.
I don't know what just. Well, when I play new, I'm not familiar with really a lot of things before.
Yeah.
Dragons of Tarkir, because as I'm a really new player. But so whenever I play a new thing or a new set that I'm not used to, I play slow. I tend to play slower and look to set things up. And I mean, I had a creature that I was an enchant that every time he dealt damage, I got to draw a card. And and I had another creature that every time I drew a card, he'd get a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
And then I was running that rogue that just can't be blocked, and I just kept pinging for 2.
Yeah.
My deck was just, I had to set it up, and you weren't allowing me to set up. You were just destroying everything right away with your red removal spells.
I only had 3 red spells.
And you got them all every time.
Yeah.
Even in the 4 games we played afterwards, you got them all every time.
Your games were over so fast, I hadn't even got done shuffling my deck, getting ready for the next game to present the cut, that the games were over. You're like, oh, okay, well, Gary won. All right. Wait, what?
Yeah. I think we played for 15 minutes.
I perfectly ramped into everything. And then you had that one weird card, target. How does it? If I target it with something, you can switch with me and then redirect the target. But no matter which way I can't remember exactly how it worked. No matter which way you went at it, it just wasn't going to work in your favor.
Well, yeah, and then that didn't help me the first game either.
Yeah.
When you played that one spell to do 3 damage to the one creature I needed to save, and I switched the target, and I should have switched the target and destroyed my creature after I switched it back.
It wouldn't have mattered because then it would have been the same.
But it wouldn't have given you. It wouldn't have given you.
You gain ownership of the spell, right?
Yeah.
And you can.
He killed one of my creatures,
redirect it,
but then I owned
the
Chimera,
you had that,
and I equipped it, and it was now this double strike 3/3.
And that's why I messed up.
Target the Chimera with it. You give them the Chimera, and then you target the spell on the Chimera. So isn't that wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd been the same if I had just killed.
Well, that's what I messed up on, was I didn't target Chimera. I accidentally destroyed the one
that
he
had. It
had.
would have killed Chimera anyway, so what would have mattered if you know what I'm saying? It's all the same. It was all the same. If it was a...
you did 3 damage. He was only 3/3.
Yeah, I know.
And whatever you did 3 damage to, that's what I was targeting to destroy you.
I did I did it to him.
Now does Perplexing Chimera say May, or doesn't it have to?
No, it says May.
I don't really know, yeah.
It says you may switch it.
Okay.
So I could do it I put it out there and do it for any spell that you play.
And there was something else.
But then you can switch back. Are you sure it says May? I think it might be must. Because then when you play a spell, you just get it back.
Give it 1 point of damage to it, redirect it to something else. That's where it works. Yeah. So.
Or just goofy things.
Yeah. So there was something, I can't remember what it was. There was some rule or some way of playing that you just weren't thinking of. And I can't remember what it was.
Oh, that wasn't until we started playing
afterwards.
Standard.
Oh, standard. What was it? Do you remember?
It was when you were playing that land that you it taps for 0.
Oh,
and
that's
you could
do
it continuously.
The stack.
You could continuously tap it
where it
for
switches
nothing,
its
and
base
it switches
power.
bases power and toughness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you were considering.
And it was like 12 o'clock at night. I was.
Yeah, I had put 2 Titan strings on it.
Yeah.
And then zeroed it over. And then, but even if it, let's say it was switching everything, well, if it did switch everything.
What's it called? Ephemeral, something or other?
Whatever that blue-red land is.
Land from Oath of Gatewatch or something. So but let's just say, even if I had, let's say it was a stack and I flipped everything, it would have been first and then the other 2 would have stacked on it because when I did the 0, it was on top of the stack.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I think it was regenerate. You had a question about regenerate. There was a card and it said pay this and regenerate.
Yeah, my Birthing Hulk.
Yeah. So and this is not to make fun of you or anything, but he thought if it had that ability of regenerate, if it was in his graveyard, he could pay it and put it back out on the field and be regenerated. So yeah, that happens when it's on, and anytime a creature gets regenerated, it is now tapped as well.
Tapped
so you
and
can't
remove from combat.
Yeah, and remove from combat. So you can't use it to, like, let's say you regenerated it. Some other spell I had did that. I mean, now he's out of combat. He's also tapped and can't block anymore. So
yeah.
But there was something else, and I can't remember it. I wish I had wrote it down. It was something really odd. And you were like, oh, I didn't know you could do it like that. And I was like, yeah, that's why it's good. I can't remember what it was. So it was in the middle of one of our games, too. So
Yeah, one of them.
kind of useless bringing it up because I can't remember it now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
All right, so
Yeah, it's almost like you should put this in the notes.
it is almost like I should put it in the notes that I am reading right now. So are we or you or somebody, are we going to do an actual, like, SOI league with points for each month and do something like that? Like, to me, it would be more fun, and I would get into it more if I had some, like, goals and stuff and things like that. You know, like, I'm going to play this guy 3 times. Cool. I got my points. Hopefully I'm doing good at the end of the month. Is that going to happen?
We talked about it, but it never really panned out. The SOI League night was basically just come out and play, get a free pack of Magic.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that was the fun part about it. Everybody got a free pack of Magic.
Okay, so
it was just handing them out like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we could do an SOI, but just I think it started out with nobody wanted to do it because we couldn't buy packs.
It would had to have been whatever you drafted.
Yeah, it was whatever was BAF Draft
SOI.
product. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of players were just like, well, I'll just come out to BAF Draft and then leave and not really get involved. But maybe if we lift the restriction on SOI's been out for 2 months now. So, I mean, we could lift the restriction.
If we lifted the restriction to cards that you could buy, we should just make it standard.
I mean, you could call it standard night or call it whatever, casual
Which
night.
I think a lot of people would appreciate.
It would be fun to do standard league. I tell you what, Rob beat my standard deck with his SOI deck today. We played 2 games. Mm-hmm. That vampire, that red black vampire, it was pretty nasty.
But I like making
tough.
block sets and...
Yeah, I mean,
just like SOI.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And you know, what we do in the future, it's basically gotten to the point where we can do whatever we want. Make adjustments. Make your deck whatever you want. I personally am not going to go out and buy extra cards to make my terrible, zombies deck better because it's got all the zombies I would possibly would want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think most people have gotten to the point where their SOI league is where they want it to be at, and if the SOI league deck is not where you want to be at, basically build vampires because it's the best. No, it really is. Hands down.
Did you play Rob's deck?
Yeah.
What'd you think? It was nasty or?
Yeah, I've been helping him build it.
Oh, okay. It was hard. That was hard. And when he had Call of the Bloodline out, it made it even tougher.
Call of the Bloodline.
It was so the anti everything. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough.
The vampire tribal is the thing.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful tribal in SOI, and basically we need to see what the next set comes out with.
Alright, so in 2 weeks we have. I think it's in 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
It's a little bit more than 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because it's the 10th, not the 22nd. I said 22nd on the last podcast. It's the 10th is when Eternal Masters comes out.
Okay.
So we had Jared from The Gathering Place, which is out of Texas. That's where Zach and Ryan's store.
Yeah.
It's a game store of Zach and Ryan. And so he's always hooking us up with getting us product that we may not be able to get to easily or giving us great deals like for the pre-release, which he's doing again. Yep. So thank you, Jared. And so he had the Eternal Masters. So when Eternal Masters first came out for pre-sale, when they initially came out, they were running for about $260, I think.
Yeah.
And then,
about $250 originally.
Originally. And you saw him creep up a little bit. He put out, he was going to pre-sell, because he'll ship them pretty much to me in one spot to shave on shipping. And so basically for $255 a box. And this, by the time you hear this, it is, well, by the time we even record this, it's not even that now. So a handful of us, I think 4 of us got in on the $255 price. Because I found out that Saturday or Sunday I was reading online. I'm like, oh crap! Tomorrow is when they start doing the spoilers for Eternal Masters. I said, let me go ahead and just buy this box now because I got a feeling when they start letting stuff out, people are gonna go batshit crazy over this.
Right.
And it's exactly what happened. Literally 2 days after that, you're seeing stuff $300. Now you're seeing stuff a little bit more than that. Even Lunchbox paid over $300 on some. And Jared had to raise his prices up to $299 per box.
I think it's sitting at $350.
I've seen them at $350. I think
$350 range.
Yeah.
Star City Games was selling them a week ago at $350.
Oh my god!
When the spoilers first came out.
Monday.
They jumped the price from $300 a box up to $350 a box.
That is
They're like
crazy.
$15 to $17 a pack from
6
or 7 whenever it started.
Lunchbox got 12 boxes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's what he wants to do.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting mine in. Obviously I could say whatever I want. I'm going to open it. So
so what we plan to do in the future is we do plan to get Jared on to do an Eternal Masters podcast. You're still trying to get the wireless working.
And I was supposed to do that last night. I didn't get it. I literally have all the stuff on here. I just need to go on and do it with my wife and practice.
So spoiler on what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
It's going to be we're going to be specifically talking about the cards that have been spoiled. Significant cards that have been spoiled in Eternal Masters and how they were applicable at the time during their draft period.
Like when they came out.
Yeah, what was good, what was bad, what were they used for, interesting cards. So it may be a lengthy little podcast. I hope it's a lengthy podcast because personally I didn't play with these old cool cards. Like I've seen them. I mean I've played with them in Cube and I've played with them, in other places like that. But I've never actually gotten a chance to play with them.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of I'll say most of these cards as well. I haven't either. I remember. Like when Force of Will was out, there was not like the card.
Right.
When it
was
was
huge
out.
Card disadvantage.
Yeah.
The paying 5 mana, okay, whatever, 5 mana for a counterspell, that's terrible. The actual discarding a card, like you're down 2 cards to counter their 1 card, like what? It's a bad on its face. Like,
yeah.
Being down 2 cards to kill their 1 card is just bad.
But it is a turn 0 counterspell, so.
Right, but you only need that if it's in turn 0 and you have to counter something.
Yeah, true.
Which is only good against combo style decks.
Okay, so remember, this is just real quick off the topic here. Well, still on the same topic. We were talking about Mana Crypt, right? Mm-hmm. This is what Puka Trade shows it as. So there was only 3 of them that exist. 2 of them before that.
Right, so what's the first one?
The first one is a media promo special. So it makes me think, hang on.
So actually go to gather.com.
That's where I'm going to go, yeah. Because I'm like, if it's a promo, what was it a promo of? It had to have been in a set, right? Mm-hmm. We were talking about this. We're looking at the prices on it because this is the one thing just price wise. That's the most expensive price right now on a card coming out of Eternal Masters. I think it's 130 something. MANA Crypt.
Capital N.
Let's see what set it came out of. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it didn't come in a set.
What's it say?
Hang on, all sets. I'm trying to figure out where you would find this.
It's right down there in the bottom.
Printed,
with the icon.
right?
What's the first set? Hover your mouse over the first set.
Oh, okay.
What's the set?
Promo for the Gatherer special. Masters Edition 2 Rare and Vintage Masters Mythic Rare.
Mm-hmm. So the Vintage Masters.
Okay. So it never came out in a regular set, though.
So sets in legality?
Sets in legality, where is this?
The top.
Okay. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? For some reason, I thought it came in, like, Alpha, Beta, or Legends or something.
No, it's just the promo.
Yeah, so...
That's probably the one that Rob was talking about, how they were handing it out in those magazines.
Yeah.
And that's how people got them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I think he specifically said that in the Legacy
he said Black Lotus is what he had said on the actual podcast.
I think probably what he meant was the...
Yeah, probably meant that. Yeah, that's...
But see, it's banned in Legacy.
And it says from the Gatherer.
Well, you'll notice that this is a Eternal Masters. Cards banned in Legacy. Restricted in Vintage. It's legal in Commander.
Ah, interesting.
So you can have one of them in a Vintage deck, and you can have... Oh, wait, guess what?
Isn't
one
that
in
crazy?
your Commander deck. So.
Isn't that crazy? So now... So, yeah, okay. Something new we learned. Mm-hmm. So they are printed... Yeah, okay. So...
So all you Commander lovers.
YouTube. We have a YouTube video. We have a YouTube channel now. I am not going to try to explain to you the address of it because it's all like weird gibberish and this and that because we don't have a unique name yet until I get a bunch of followers.
So you're gonna put
if you go to BAFDraft.com, it'll have a link on the side and I'll take you right to it. Or if you just go on to YouTube and type in BAF Draft Podcast, you'll see through the first 3 episodes pop up. I'm getting them all on there.
Okay.
Basically, it's a video of the audio. We're gonna add stuff later. Like,
are you gonna actually get your GoPro little thing and do like a live podcast?
I actually do plan on doing that,
okay.
Or at least recording one. It may not be live, but at least record it where they can see us interact.
Okay.
And then post it up, and then when I do the video, we'll have the audio of it. Then the video will be full on an actual video.
There you go.
So I don't know if you ever watch. There's some other podcasts I've seen on Magic where they have videos of them. It's kind of cool to watch their reactions and whatnot and interaction. Then I got to decorate the back up, take that dirty towel down, take that.
Oh, leave it out. Leave it the way it is.
So
They're like real.
Yeah.
make it look
Keep it
real.
real.
My ramen noodles.
With your tree of trees.
Yeah, my tree
Tree
of
of
my
forest.
Christmas tree of magic cards.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we're gonna put other videos on there, which I've already talked about, the POV drafting. I'm gonna
POV drafting in air quotes.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna open up that box of Eternal Masters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my little tripod set up. Oh my gosh, a foil Jason. Oh no, you're gonna hear all that and stuff. So
You can't just calmly open packs like a normal.
oh no. I'm going
like a girl at Christmas.
No, I won't be doing any of that. I won't do. I've seen some of those where the guys freak out, but I can tell when the guys are calm doing it, and the guy who's normally calm, like, and you can kind of sense the excitement there, but he keeps it cool,
And we are gonna do flip it and rip it.
We are gonna do flip it and rip it videos.
Eternal Master flip it and rip it.
Oh man, that's kind of hard to swallow
Eternal Masters flip it.
So me and you are gonna go in. Okay, we will go in on a pack.
Mm-hmm.
The price of it, because you're losing what? $20 a pack. They're like $20 a pack now.
I will put a pack down for flip it or rip it.
So we both do a pack.
Yeah, we're both gonna do a pack of flip it and rip it.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna do it.
Hand shook.
Hand shook.
One pack out of
It's
my
on
box
the
is
podcast
committed
now.
to that. So
It's
it's
real.
gonna be on video.
Mhm.
This is gonna make history. Hey, we might go viral if we rip a foil Jace. So
Okay.
yeah.
I gotta.
Viral in the Magic community means like 100,000 hits, I think, on YouTube. I'm
or
not
like
sure.
four
hits.
Four or five.
hits. Four hits will be viral.
That'll be our viral.
It'd be like
Yeah.
1,000. Be like, look at this idiot doing a flip it and rip it.
So if you get a chance, go to the YouTube page and subscribe. I need more subscribers so we can have the BAF Draft as the name on there.
Okay.
So and plus we're gonna try to put fun stuff on there and neat stuff, and it'll be fun. It'll be another element, another way for you to check us out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already checked us out on Facebook, we are facebook.com/groups/BAFDraft.
Mm-hmm.
Our website is www.BAFDraft.com, which has our articles, it has our podcast, it has the YouTube links, it has a Facebook link even.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much your one-stop shop if you want to link up with us is on there. So I think we're going to call it a wrap for tonight.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
So, okay, we're tapping out. Have a good week.